In one of my videos, I've got a lot of questions about what do I do to study system design? And I reply truthfully that I don't really have studied, especially system design. It was an article about someone else studying DSA and system design every day, 1 hour each. And article describes within a month they benefited so much from it. And yeah, and it was really cool, but the article didn't say how they studied it. So yeah, it was really interesting question, and that got me wondering like how they studied it, because it's just one of those things that is just such a large field. You can really start from anywhere, but at the same time, because you can start from anywhere, you're kind of lost to what's the best way to start. So I saw this article. I think there will be a lot of advertisement on this, but still, it could be a good resource for a lot of us. So let's have a read at this. How I combined ByteByteGo and Codemia.io to crack system design interviews in 2025. ByteByteGo plus Codemia.io is better system design interview prep. An article written by Javin Paul on medium.com. Top 20 system design concepts every developer should know. Should we read this? Yeah, let's read this. 1. Load balancing. Distribute traffic across multiple servers for reliability. Number 2. Caching. Stores frequent data in memory for faster access. Number 3. Database sharding. Split databases to handle large-scale data growth. Number 4. Replication. Copies data across replica for availability and fault tolerance. Number 5, CAP theorem, trade-off between consistency, availability, and partition tolerance. Number 6, consistent hashing, distributes traffic across multiple servers for reliability. Distributes traffic across multiple servers for reliability. What's the difference between consistent hashing and load balancing? Because the description is the same. Number 7, message queues, decouple services using async event-driven architecture. Number 8, rate limiting, control request frequency to prevent system overload. Number 9, API gateway, centralizes entry point for routing API requests. Number 10, microservices, breaks systems into independent, loosely coupled services. Number 11, service directory, locate services dynamically in distributed systems. Number 12, CDNS, delivers content from edge servers for speed. Number 13, DB indexing, speed up queries by indexing in the important fields. Number 14, partitioning, divides data across nodes for scalability and performance. 15, eventual consistency, guarantees consistency over time in distributed databases. 16, WebSockets, ensure bidirectional communication for live updates. 17, scalability, increases capacity by upgrading or adding machines. Number 18, fault tolerance, ensures system availability during hardware, software failures. Number 19, monitoring, tracks metrics and logs to understand system health. 20, auth and auth-Z, controls user access and verifies identity securely. Surprisingly, I'm familiar with a lot of these concepts, which is pretty cool. And I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with that too. I think that's a good start. Hello guys, nowadays we're living in a tough time for software developers, especially junior and mid-level developers. With AI tools coding better than many developers, there is not much hope, but still there are certain skills which gives developers an edge, and system design is one of those skills. But preparing for a system design interview is one of the toughest challenges for software engineers. Unlike coding interviews where the solutions are often precise and testable, system design is open-ended. You are asked to design platforms like WhatsApp, Twitter, Spotify, URL shortener, or payment systems. and the evaluation is based on your ability to make trade-offs, structure scalable architectures, and communicate clearly. This is all easier said than done, and most of the candidates froze when asked to design a real-world system on interview. When I started my preparation journey, I quickly realized two things: concepts and visuals matter. I needed a way to deeply understand distributed systems, caching, load balancing, consistency, and other fundamentals. Practice matters even more. It wasn't enough to read. I had to apply concepts to real-world problems and practice under interview-like conditions. I have to say, I learned a lot of these concepts by trying to design an app. In my particular case, there was health management app, so I had to go from blank page to how I would do that with all these functionalities, all these security measures, and even things like fault tolerance and disaster recovery and all those kind of things. And I learned so much from that. That's when I discovered the power of combining ByteByteGo with Codemia.io, a combination that turned out to be the secret weapon in cracking my 2025 system design interviews and getting 4 offers in relatively less time. Yeah, I do think that whenever I prepare for interviews, strengthen my portfolio, strengthen my knowledge, and in turn, consequently, it improves my answers in interviews. I'm more confident, and I know what I'm talking about. And even if there are questions that I didn't expect, I can go off the questions that I know already, and it's easier to go off from there. So yeah, it helps a lot. ByteByteGo, visual learning for complex system design. If you've ever struggled to follow a dry textbook on distributed systems, you'll know how hard it is to retain concepts like sharding, cap theorem, or event-driven architecture. What makes ByteByteGo so effective is its industry-leading visual diagrams. Instead of endless theory, you get beautifully crafted illustrations that explains how real systems work. I am definitely a visual learner, so just from this description, I'll learn a lot from it. Because the first thing I do when it comes to architectural design is I draw out what is needed, and then I go down to details. So I draw out the big picture and then small picture, and I always have to draw little boxes and then all these arrows, and I find that super helpful, and that stays in my brain for so much longer. How Twitter handles millions of tweets per second, how Uber's matching systems work, how to build a scalable messaging queue. All these, I think I can have a guess, but it will take me a while to really draft a logical answer. It will probably wrong. But yeah, I guess that's why you study. The diagrams are so intuitive that they stick in your head long after reading. And in an interview setting, that's gold. You are able to sketch clear diagrams on the whiteboard and articulate trade-offs just like a senior engineer. ByteByteGo's content is curated and narrow but deep. It doesn't distract you with unrelated topics. It focuses solely on system design, software architecture, and scalability. That's why it was my conceptual backbone throughout preparation. And the great thing is that ByteByteGo is currently offering lifetime plan at 50% off. I think they should really disclose that it is a sponsored post. If it's a sponsored post, that is. But it looks cool anyway. If you're serious about system design interviews, this is easily one of the best investments you can make, and it's also rare. It's also a rare deal because I have been using the platform for close to 4 years. I've never seen any discount barring on one Black Friday a couple of years ago. Here's the link. So ByteByteGo looks like, it looks cool. How to write a good resume. So it's got all the tips, like all the interview preps, like good resume, coding interview, system design interview, behavioral interview. That's cool. I don't know how good it is. I don't know if you guys have any experience in that. Let me know if you do. Use Codemia.io for hands-on practice with real interview problems. While ByteByteGo sharpened my theoretical foundation, Codemia.io gave me the tools to put in practice. The platform is built specifically for system design interview prep and has a massive library of OOP and system design problems from top companies like FANG and other leading tech firms. Some of the features I found most useful: practice mode with real-world problems, design Netflix, build a scalable payment system, etc. AI-driven feedbacks to help you refine your answers and structures, step-by-step guides on approaching open-ended problems, progress tracking so you can see which areas need improvement. The best part, Codemia.io simulates the interview experience. You are not just reading solutions, you are building them, refining them, and learning how to communicate your design decisions. This gave me the confidence to walk into my interview and handle unexpected twists. Instead of freezing, I could lean on my practice reps from Codemia.io. They are also offering 50% discount now on their annual plans. Good time to join. Yeah, I definitely agree. I think the more you practice, the more you feel at ease in interviews. And I think it just makes so much difference, because not only your answer is going to be so much better, but also you're walking in there so much more confident. So even things like, can you present yourself? I think even those things will improve because you're just feeling more confident and more relaxed. Why the ByteByteGo and Codemia.io combination works. The combination works because both ByteByteGo and Codemia.io complement each other. ByteByteGo is clarity. I understood system design concepts through visual diagrams. Also, ByteByteGo's depth is unparalleled, and now their knowledge base has gone really big. You can find the diagram for all kinds of system design and software architecture concepts there. Codemia.io application. Codemia's real strength is their platform, which allows you to practice real system design interview questions online. You can come up with solutions, high level and low level diagrams, and you can submit your solutions for review with AI and experts. I practiced applying those concepts to real world problems. Together they created the perfect prep loop. Learn, apply, refine. By the time I reached my final round interviews, I wasn't just repeating memorized solutions. I was thinking like an architect. I could explain why I chose a certain database, how I would handle scaling bottlenecks, and what trade-offs I would accept. The result, I cracked 2 FANG level offers in 2025, and honestly I credit this preparation strategy combining ByteByteGo for conceptual depth and Codemia.io for hands-on practice as the turning point. Conclusion: if you're preparing for system design interviews in 2025, don't make the mistake of relying on just theory or just practice. You will need both. And the combination doesn't just help you crack interviews, it makes you a better engineer, capable of thinking about systems at scale, other system design and coding interviews, and resources you may like. And there are a lot of these resources. All the best for your software architecture learning journey. If you have any doubts or questions, feel free to ask in the comments. P.S. If you just want to do one thing at this moment, join ByteByteGo and start learning software architecture fundamentals, and you'll thank me later. It's one of the most comprehensive resources for coding interview now. I think that's cool. I haven't used ByteByteGo myself, so hard to comment on how good it is. But if you are short on funds, I imagine there will be so many resources online for free that you can already start with. Even just searching like WhatsApp architecture or WhatsApp system design on YouTube, there must be a lot of good videos that you can look and you can learn from. And after that, you can ask yourself in an interview settings, okay, I'll give myself like 10 minutes to describe how WhatsApp system design is like. And then ask yourself, okay, maybe they might ask about Netflix. And then it depends on what job you're applying for too. And you can think about, maybe they'll ask about their company system design, how I might design their system design. So I think for free, there's a lot of things you can do too. So yeah, just in case you don't want to pay for it. So yeah, let me know. And if you guys have any good resources, share them in the comments and let me know what you think about ByteByteGo and Codemia.io if you use it before. But thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one. Like and subscribe. Bye.